What's up, guys? This is Heis, and yes, it is Mon-Two-Zuma Tuesday. I was being enamored with my own guitar solo for a second there, so, you know, it's fine. I was like, oh wait, I'm streaming. I'm starting a stream. I don't need to stop listening to your own music, you egotistical bastard. Anyway, here we are. I'm gonna keep working on the Throttle today, Mon-Two-Zuma. We got the bar and part of the, we've got the packing gland, the bar, the the quadrant, which she didn't have. She will now. And got all that figured out, and then the, oh, am I really quiet? Fucking Windows. Let me fix that real fast. Yeah, despite having done nothing, if we go to device properties, 45%. Hey, look, I should be a lot louder now. Windows will just randomly do that. Yeah, it's a joy. Anyway, we need to make the quadrant have some teeth, and we need to make the squeeze and all that. But we also need to make the throttle valve itself. God, that thing's gonna be so fucking tiny. It's gonna be adorable. So yeah, we gotta get to that. I'm not sure. I guess I'll post a little poll right now. Throttle lever details or throttle valve body in the dome. See what you have to say. Anyway, I see we got a couple of top chats so far. Thanks everyone. From Not So SolidWorks, I plan on working well tonight, but do remember to safety save every so often. Yeah, it's always a good shout with SolidWorks. Jordan Freeman, can we get some Freebird guitar solos tonight? Yeah, we haven't done guitar in a minute, and Lord knows I haven't played Freebird in a minute. We could give that a try. William Nimmo, hello all, keep the info coming. You're sick and need the cheering up you always bring my way. Flat or round wound bass, of course. You know, Will, of course, thanks for being a conductor for 2.5 years. I've never experimented with different bass strings. I'm pretty sure these are rounds on my P bass. At least I'm pretty sure they are. You'd know better than I do. I've seen flat ones once or twice, but I'm pretty sure those are round wounds. I've heard flats are cool. I've not done much of that, so and they work for me, so I don't know. I'd be curious. Shoot me an email with what you think. You're the bass playing man. I'm not. I own 3 basses. I was actually playing the upright a fair bit earlier. My fingies hurt. So I wrote a riff on the upright, and it's gonna turn into a song, I think. So everyone's asking what's more of a pain in the ass. This is finicky little detail-y. This has lots of existential questions to figure out. So they're both gonna suck. But we'll get there. Let's see. ETW Gaming. I'm eating cheese, just straight up cheese. How do I feel about this? I don't have cheese that I can slap on my desk like James May, but cheese. I mean, it would make me poop, but, you know, cheese is good. Thanks for being an engineer for 20 months. And Matt Houston, you made it! Yeah! Also, hi, Heis. Hopefully that was what you were going for. I do have to say, this is not prodding. I do need somebody to help me test. If any of you economy breaking humans are out there, there was an update to OBS, and it's properly displaying the birds now. At least, or stream elements, as far as I could test. So if anyone's feeling stupid, no pressure. But it might murder my ears with birds. So, anyway, just saying. Potential burps. Yes. All right. Poll is pretty 50-50 from you guys. Oh, it's back! Thank you, Aaron Train. Finally, it's been like a year. Now you can surprise me whenever the fuck you want. God, that's loud. Iron Train, thank you for being our test case, gifting 50 memberships. Lord, thank you. Oh boy, that's we're gonna have to have a shit post of a stream then before I go to Australia. Yeah. Anyway, Rusty Gear 556. Mark, how many instruments can I play? Just curious. I mean, play or play well. Guitar, drums, bass. I feel competent on those things. I guess brach, which is a Croatian fucked up guitar. I have played banjo, mandolin, and like dobro, like kind of before. I wouldn't say that I'm like a player of those things, but I can play them. Same with keys. I'm not like a good keyboard player, but I can make it happen. And then if you count fretless bass separately, I'm working on that. It's like 9 instruments? Is there anything else? Does my squeaky count? Anyway. Hopefully that answers the question. Any TW Gaming burbs? Yes, thank you, my friend. Oh, well, now we're more on the squeezy thingy. Okay. Why not? We'll do the squeezy thingy. Tristan's giving me 10, including the squeaky. All right, I'm gonna have to learn one more to get an 11th in there. Is that everything I play? Shrug. I'm gonna have to look at pictures of Glenbrook again, I think, because she's gonna have a very similar squeezy to what this is gonna need. Go to Hobie. Sean J Animations, good to see you, dude. Afternoon, mate. How's it going? Been cool seeing the progress of Mon-Two-Zuma. Be watching, working on video game choo-choos, and losing brain cells. Hope SolidWorks is solid today. Me too. Thank you. Good to see you, and thanks for being an engineer for 29 months. Oh, that's right. Hobie sent me some fucking bitchin' pictures. We looked at that last time. I want to see Glenn Brooks. Did he send those? Oh. I guess that was my picture of Glenn Brooks. Person 723 asking the questions that we ask. Do we plan to superheat the Zuma? Not really. I don't think it makes a ton of sense for us to do it.
How effective would that be?
You know, that's a great question, Midland. It might be effective. It might not be. I'm really not sure. There was, I need to talk to some folks who've dealt with smaller superheat. Because, I mean, it's going to add a fair amount of maintenance and frustrating crap for, you know, some benefit. Shrug.
So basically it's a cost-benefit analysis at that point.
Right. And for the sake of originality, like, I don't super think we need to, but anyway. Cursed, your fan 5363. Are you excited for tomorrow, Mark? Also, hi. Hello. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be fun. We're actually gonna do it this time. I swear to God. It's on my calendar. I won't have notifications muted. It will happen. So. And I got a good B-roll. I don't think I've shown these. I don't know if I'll use this whole clip or not. We got good B-roll of the of Amtrak things the other day. Cause you know, it was a time. Load Google Photos, do it, I dare you. Wake up. Load. I'll stare at a quadrant while that loads.
Your Comcast, please work.
Yeah. Load it again. Try again, Google. Darn everything being stored on the cloud. Mechanical something. Cut off your name, sorry. It's the Huber 6 chime instrument. I mean, you could allege that whistles are an instrument, I suppose. You can only really play one thing on them. Middletown Branch Productions, what will happen and how much alcohol was ingested yesterday. It was not a crazy St. Patrick's Day experience for me this year. I had a couple, you know, appropriated, don't ever order this in Ireland beverages. Had a couple Irish car bombs, which are always fun. Need to make this quadrant look better. We had 2 and then a couple beers and hung out and but played GoldenEye and Mario Kart 64. It was a fucking great time. That was at Dusty's. It was fun. But yeah, it wasn't like a super crazy drinky. So
more low key and reserved.
Yeah. Do I just want to just? It's got a different profile on it than I drew, basically. Looks more like a swoopy, curvy guy. I don't know if that video is ever going to load, but it was pretty funny, so that's a bummer. Thanks, Google Photos. Texas Keykeeper gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, my friend. B Pendragon, you paused your anime to be here. Not your Blu-ray rips, though. They're going in the background because you do not enjoy having all your data only on the cloud. So you have a 50 terabyte NAS. I gotta get on your level. Christ. I have some amount of terabytes on my NAS. I think I have 2 10 terabyte drives. And I just need to get 2 more matching drives. Shout out to Boomario and Twitchy for helping me get that set up.
I keep feeling like Boo gets a kickback from big storage.
He really must. The amount of gear that they've made me buy. Fuckers. Boo and Casey and everybody. Speaking of, oh, that's right. I gotta buy another fucking camera lens. God damn it. I've got, oh, we could do that too. I have a box from Broadway Limited that's got some trains in it. So I want to get a macro lens that I can own for myself. We're going to get jump scared by this damn video starting at some point. And it'll be hilarious, but that's all right.
It's just going to go.
Hi, this is your Sony rep.
Hi. I have not made it. No. Yeah, I'm still planning on purchasing things. Go away. Yeah, Broadway's got me a couple more choo-choos to do a video on. So, and they're fucking neat. I haven't actually opened them. I mean, I know what they look like, but the prototypes are neat, so I know they're gonna be neat. So I need to get that macro lens, I think. So that, I mean, that was such a huge deal at Chris's layout.
It's a cool.
It's a robot, said Casey.
Oh, no.
Am I all roboto?
Oh, you were. You're back now, I think.
Well, I were. I'm back. I touched an XLR cable that I shouldn't have touched.
Don't do that. Cannot advise that.
Obviously.
Dear Mass Cannon, hey, so if it's not already on your list to react to, you should watch the train episode of Mighty Machines. Tis very silly. Okay. I'll have to put that on my list. And then Ben Stein, would it help if some of Zuma was tungsten? It'd help make it more expensive.
At that point, you may as well ask: would it help if some of Zuma was depleted uranium?
Sure. Shrug. All right, that shape sparks a little more joy. Glenbrooks is so decoratively cute. She's got these obnoxious fillets going on just for the sake of being pretty. Which that is this kind of choo-choo. Also, hers looks like it's thicker than 1/4 inch or whatever the heck we made this.
That looked at least to be 3/8 to half.
Yeah, I think it's 3/8. I don't think it's half. But you know, I guess if the choo-choo tries to spit the throttle at you, you want the teeth to do a good job. Oh Lord. Oh, we didn't even do 1/4. We did 3/16. It's almost the same. It's almost the thickness of the bar.
That's thin.
That is thin. We don't like less than 1/4 inch on trains. Oh yeah, that is way too goddamn spindly. What was I doing last week? Talking with Jason Subchinsky and giggling, I think. That sums up most of last stream. Yeah, we'll just extrude the whole damn thing a little bit further that way.
I think there may have also been a, this looks like a nice start and will be future mark problems.
There was a little bit of that. That's very true. Texas Keykeeper, speaking of guitars, have you ever heard of a PVT-60? It's been on your want list for a while now, for whatever random reason. I'm not hugely hip on all the PV things, so the T60 I'm not familiar with, but we can look one of those up real fast. I think I've heard the name. Oh, it's kind of a goofy looking thing. It's like a Stratopol. A Lescaster.
A Lescaster?
Like, well, not really. Yeah. Like the front, if you close your eyes at the first pickup, that's very Strat shaped, although the lower horn's a little long. And then it's almost between a Les Paul and like a 335 back there. Interesting. PV's a vibe. I don't know if it's a good vibe, but they're a vibe.
What are those wacky toaster pickups, though?
That's a great question. Oh, I should have. Nah, we can reapply that extrusion. That's fine. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Doing it live.
If we do 3/16 that way, we'll get. Yeah, and then we can just simply make this apply to both directions. Pew. Oh, I said through all both, you bitch. Oh, it doesn't know that exists because it's above it in the. Oh my. Fine.
SolidWorks, why you be like this?
It's me doing CAD improperly, really. It's not SolidWorks' fault this time. This is understandable. It's always funny when the real CAD wizards are in chat watching me be an idiot on stream.
They're like, no,
don't do it that way. What if I do it that way, though? What then? Where's your God now? Oh my God!
Still get the point across. Yes or no? If yes, it works.
Basically. I'm not a great CAD person because I do it once a week for this. And I learned it. Oh God. I learned SolidWorks like 12 years ago. Eh. Mechanical and Extramancer, it's like a Strat and NES 335 had a bastard child with a Gretsch. Pretty much.
It sounds like a Gretsch.
I bet it does. I've got a one of my favorite guitars for recording, my least favorite guitar for playing actually, because I Malcolm Young'd it. It's got 12s on it, on an electric, because I wanted the Malcolm Young thing. And then anytime I'm like, I need a chunky rhythm and I need to feel like I'm playing a god-awful big chunky rhythm, there it is. Oh shit, to make that thicker. We're just doing this part all kinds of wrong to figure it out. It's fine. I've got a replica Filtertron that is zip tied to the pickup ring for the bridge pickup, and that guitar sounds rad. Virtual Refan Productions, you have a question about the last Rare Order video. Won't be the last one. Last one for a little bit. What happened at the thing before you started the session that made you not give a shit throughout the video? I recorded a long podcast that was quite fun and involved.
Ooh, podcast.
Yeah, I'm going to be on... I don't know when they release shit. They haven't told me about it. Has it released?
Tomorrow could be a week from now.
Let's see. No, their last episode is March 6th. So, yeah. Well, there's your problem podcast. I will appear on it at some point. So,
Nice.
yeah. It's a pretty awful incident we talked about. Make the things look a wee bit prettier here. Put the fillets on them.
Fillet o fish.
Yes, that. Evan Grease. Hopefully that's pronounced right. Sorry. Howdy Mark, building a Lonergan whistle right now. Seller said it measures 11.5 inch long by 2 inch diameter. You've been working on it for or you're winning on it for 4 days now. You hope you win. Oh, you mean bidding probably. Oh, bidding. Okay, yeah. Cool.
Are you winning, son?
Well, that'll be neat. 11.5 inch.
By 2.
That'll be 2 inch diameter's real small, but that chamber length, the pitch should be ballpark a Norfolk and Western hoot. So I'm pretty sure those are 12 inch. So that'll be cool. Western Colorado. Glad you caught the stream the day before your birthday. Happy early birthday, my friend. Oh boy. Furangst 826. I hope. Welcome to the Brakeman. Router Davis, engineer 29 months, almost 2.5 years now. How the time flies. You just qualified for RCO. It's so much fun. Only about a couple weeks until you mark up. Thank you for everything you do and keep it up. Cheers, my friend. And
Can't
stay
agree. I'm supposed to get my phone a ride Thursday, actually.
nice. Stay safe with remote control. That is finding yourself standing in the wrong place is real bad when that
Very
sort of
much
stuff's
so.
going on. So anyway, Red Gray 99. Hi, was Zuma ever the latest and greatest for its time, or was it always just a little guy? It was always just a little guy. Yeah. Like, it wasn't as much of a little guy, you know, when it was brand new. But now it's absolutely itty bitty ancient. Yeah, so. And Cassidy HGR. I can only presume this is AC9. Hey, Allagamer, garg my nads. You misspelled,
Oh, yeah.
You misspelled gargle.
You see what had happened is they were all like, hey, Mon-Two-Zuma Tuesday's going on. I'm just like, oh, I should go up there and poke my head in and see what's going on.
I see. Yeah, you guys were doing cleanup sesh from what I could tell.
Brace yourselves, everybody.
Yeah, we've got the server cleaned up. My plan is we're gonna take a little bit of a hit to our passenger reputation, but we're gonna try to do an extra freight session so I can get all of the express freight and the extra spawned-in cars off the map, so that whenever we disable those mods, they don't cause an issue.
Yeah, that's gonna help big time. Raider Davis,
But,
yeah, where we have RCO in Baltimore, most of the tracks are so close you can't walk between them. Yeah, that doesn't spark joy for sure.
That's a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, no, close clearances, they're not fun. I have to deal with the same thing at Conway. It's the cars down in the bowl, they're all super close. And especially if it's snowy out or that car is creeping up on you and you don't know anything about it, that's a good way to get hit. You gotta keep your head on a swivel. Stay safe down there.
For reals.
Do you know what those track centers are?
Spoken like a true civil engineer, Van Dan.
Yep.
do you think
Dude.
anyone on train crew knows what the track spacing is? Like, actually, like a number that they can give you?
Yeah, that's fair.
I would bet lots and lots of money that none of them do.
Depends on where you're at, because they rebuilt some of Conway, so it's not all uniform.
Yeah.
They decided it was a good idea to rip out floor hump. And I guess their next big move is they're going to rip down the Y, the original office building for Conway. They're going to rip it out, and they're going to put a new one over in where the old floor hump used to be, 4-yard, and I'm disappointed.
How deep do we think throttle quadrant teeth are? 1/8 inch?
I would say 8th. Maybe I would say start at 8th and then maybe go down to like a 16th.
I don't think they'd be that small. 16th. The railroad is not fond of having things that small in their arsenal.
That's true. I'd say 8th.
Indeed, in Last of the Giants, I saw the size of those wrenches. Fucking huge.
Big chooch, big tool. Actually, I don't really know a proper way to properly design this, so yeah. Raider Davis. Track spacing. Too close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Correct!
Designed for itty bitty loading gauge ancient cars, and now we run gigantic modern garbage on it.
Well, the thing is that like the Pennsylvania Railroad, they did try to keep their stuff, within its own right, but nowadays it's not.
Yeah.
Mark, does SolidWorks have any offset functionality where you can offset a line by an 1/8 inch?
It does. Damn. Yeah, why didn't I think of that? Thanks, Midland.
I try. It's just I saw that. I'm like, this might help in a sense.
I don't use offset entities often. Yeah, but right. I always forget it exists. Okay. And we're gonna model these as triangles and
Triangle Man.
put some fillets on them, I guess.
Remember, you want the triangle shallow enough that it doesn't get stuck, but steep enough that it stays.
Right. Yeah. This is gonna be, I'm gonna make it look like this. And then we're gonna just repeat it over and over and over and over and over again.
Until SolidWorks says no. Unless it already had.
SolidWorks is always saying no.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing with that shit right now.
It's like, you want this, right? No.
Why is that point
Well,
flooding?
that's just too damn bad!
We want concentric? Yeah, I think it thinks that the way it's rendering it, I think that point is actually supposed to be on that shape, but
Yeah.
shrug. Pharynx826, any thoughts on Mon-Two-Zuma standard gauge sibling JW Boker? Or JK Boker? Is it? I thought it was JW Boker.
I just know
It's
Newman is
JW.
Valkyrie, so
Yeah, they're kind of. I don't know if they're siblings. They're both 240s, but Boker being a little bit later is the fact that the steam chest doesn't look stupid. Stares at Mon-Two-Zuma. How have I never noticed? I've seen this locomotive in person. How have I never noticed the bell on top of the sand dome?
oh.
Why you do this? That's goofy.
Why-
Oh, speaking of which,
Care.
I don't know if you saw, but when I tagged you in it, but they in this game they have the horns.
Right on the GP7s, but not, or GP9, but not the SD7.
Like I don't know why. That's weird.
I gave you a laugh react on that. That was weird.
That was way far back. I haven't looked back that far yet.
It's fine. Yeah, Boker's a little bit more modern. They are kind of cut from the same cloth, though. I mean, it's neat. The pilot looks hell of the same.
I still can't get over the bell in the sand dome. How on earth are you supposed to get the sand in?
Ring the bell.
Ding, ding.
Just every
I've seen a couple
in.
other engines that do that, and it always winks me out. And then the fact that you've got the extra steam pump for, sucking the bad water on top of the boiler. Yeah. It does have a similar looky mom. I hid my air compressor in my ass. There's the air pump hiding underneath the seat, basically. Which is basically what Mon-Two-Zuma is going to get. Although, that's a 9.5. Which I don't think... We might end up doing a 9.5. We'll have to see.
Are you to mount it horizontally under the cab so you just shifts you side to side?
We don't need to do a Swanton Pacific simulator. Sorry, Molly,
Okay.
wherever you are. Yeah, if you look at the pictures in Mon-Two-Zuma, we've got that picture of Ute when she was still on the DNRG, and she's got the air pump underneath the engineer's side of the cab. So it means that the seat for her pleasure is the engineer's side, not the fireman's side in the case of Zumi and versus JW Boker, but Yeah. And it's mounted further down on these engines, but I guess the cab's a little higher up or something? Shrug. Like, it's also a smaller pump. I guess with the 9.5, you'd have to tuck it in there further.
Yeah. Because the one you want to put on Zuma, is that going to be an 8.5 or an 8?
The most appropriate historically would be a 6-inch.
Okay.
I know the guy who has the patterns to make 6-inch pumps. He's out there. I know where there's a 6-inch pump that may not need existed on its choo-choo forever, which I've not discussed with anyone, but it was a wait a second, moment. So we could potentially get a historic one and then rebuild it. It would need everything, duh, but we also know where Bernie lives. The challenge with that is that there is nothing in the regulations for the FRA that translates to a 6-inch pump, and they may well tell us to go fuck ourselves and use a 9.5. So if they say we have to, we'll use a 9.5 and we'll have a gargantuan air pump tucked under this thing's butt. But and a 9.5 is not big at all, but compared to the rest of the engine. But we're going to come up with a proposal for the 6-inch and do all the math and provide the government folks with, hey, this is what makes sense, do you approve? And then kind of get that sort of thing, get that conversation going.
And then you get told to get fucked anyway.
Yeah, very well might, but it's worth doing, because it's not weighs 25,000 goddamn pounds. You're not going to need that much air. It's the same size main res as like 346 has anyways.
So I do have to ask, how many pumps is she gonna have? Because I need to know, is she gonna be a 6-inch 2-pump chump?
No, she's going to be a single stage, just the one. Yeah, just the one pump actually. Yeah.
And the thing of it is, like, the worst case, the FRA says no, and like the middle cases, they say, hey, yeah, you can, but you can only have 1 or 2 cars behind the engine at a given point.
Which is reasonable, you know. If you're taking this choo-choo down Cumbrace, like air is that is a very good point. Air is not just for the engine, of course. You know, you wouldn't expect it to be able to recharge a gargantuan train. My thought would be, don't let it go downhill with anything that's, you know, even twice as long as what it can pull up said hill, and you'll be about fine. And we'll do all the air calcs for all that. Like, that's all simple enough. So, yeah. So those are all thoughts.
You can put the little air tank on the back.
Oh yeah, on the back of the tender. I think Brett's actually got a Brett has a kind of standard spec tank that would meet our things that we could put a decorative fake tank around. Although it would honestly be good to get a wider one to get more capacity. If they have one that's much longer, that'd probably be better. But anyway, he found a commercially available tank, so you don't have to fuck with, hey, let's build a pressure vessel and deal with that. If we could limit the pressure vessels we need to build and get certified and everything to 1, that would be excellent.
The boiler.
Yeah, so that then being the boiler. Yeah, let me grab these.
You don't want to spend time in 2 chapters of the ASME?
One chapter's enough, thanks. Yeah. Anyway, got several top chats here. Trains and more random stuff from Jank Insurance Company. Oh, look, nothing is derailed. Literally 5 seconds later, crashing noise intensifies. Sighs. That was perhaps one of the funniest moments in that last episode of Derail Valley. And that meme, I don't remember who made the meme, but it made Starboard and High Scored from Iron Giant about me and the DE2. That was mwah. My heart goes out to you, because that was funny as shit. It's probably the hardest I've laughed at a meme in the High Scored in a little while. It was from Stein. Oh, okay. Stein and I DM here and there. For the uninitiated, I'll pull it open. Where's the DE2? It's right there. It's fine. Anyway. Or Eden, hey Heis, you did your volunteer orientation at the museum that houses Pierre Marquette, Berkshire 1225. You've ob safety training this weekend. You're so excited to be finally involved. Do the thing! That's awesome! Awesome. Love to hear that. Transit Biker, Mashin Yard is adjacent to Hamburg's huge port. Oh, that would make sense. And I got the details messed up on that. I think it was the first incident started out of that yard, not the second. Reading scripts is challenging. So, anyway. Steam Power, Monty's True Sister is rear ground number 1 in Texas. Yeah, those are very, very close. Yeah, we need to go look at that engine. Brownsville. Mike Squires, was that a steam pump on V&T 21 for a fire train? Oh shit, you know, you're right, it might have been. Because what the fuck else are you going to use a 240 for? Pulling one tank car full of water. Makes sense.
Steam jets to scare cattle?
To scare cattle. Midland, have you been here when we've realized that we can see how it's plumbed?
I may have been, but I don't entirely recall, so I would love to find out.
Yeah, let me pull... oh, I'm not streaming to Discord. Let me do that. Let me pull up the... let me pull up those drawings. While I do, I'll keep going through. Camilo Santiago, anyone know anything about the American Freedom Train group? Like, do they have plans to tour the whole country like the Daylight has? I know nothing about it. I've heard rumor mills and hopes and dreams, but I haven't heard of anything beyond hopes and dreams myself. But I'm also not super plugged into all that stuff. And I'll take the silence from the rest of the group here that, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard nothing concrete, so I'm of the opinion of it happens, yay, awesome, and if it doesn't, nothing has changed.
All right. So we can see pretty clear here with the way the pilot's set up and the way the pilot's braced. I think we actually need to add braces, but we've got this swoopy line coming in, and then it jets up right at the end. So there's your steam jet to scare cattle. And when you look at the front shot, it's just the one on the one side, and it's like, that has to be what that is. I always thought it was, oh, they just aimed the cylinder cocks forward. No, we can clearly see how the cylinder cocks are set up in this. And so you trace it back, and it sweeps up basically under the lead truck or through the lead truck frame somehow. Comes in there, and then it hoops up, and then runs hidden, tucked under the running board, all the way back to the cab. And then when we look at the front back shot, which is over here. Yeah, Discord, if you'd make it easier for me to open pictures, that'd be great. You can see it's way less resolution, unfortunately, but there's the steam jet right there to scare cattle. That one. That's the pipe. When you look at it in the cab, it's like there are no appliances on this engine. Like, it's nothing. It almost has to be one of the valves up here. Although that might be injector starting. Come to think. No, that goes fatuk and then goes down. That's got to be the steam jet to scare cattle.
Yeah.
Because the injector starting is gonna come way higher up. So the injector starting must already be further ahead on the boiler somewhere.
That's neat.
Yeah. So
I will also remark, when I first joined the stream, I was going to say, oh, so Mon-Two-Zuma's throttle doesn't go through the turret?
No, it does not, East Broad Top. God, those engines are so cool, but also, why in the ever-living fuck would you do that, man?
One of those mysteries.
Yeah, for real. I mean, it's Baldwin, right? But still.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. So, yeah. Jordan Freeman, their tank should be a beer keg. A pressure vessel for, like, more than, 30 PSI, please. Admiral Fraser, hey, heist, new member here. Work for the Amtrak in Seattle. Oh, cool. Mechanical or train crew or what? Because if you work mechanical, you probably know some people I know. Especially if you're out of Holgate. But anyway, if you're really new to the channel, I've lived in Seattle for a long time. I'm originally from there, and I worked for BNSF and Sound Transit out of Seattle for about 6 years. So my choo-choos got maintained by Amtrak at Holgate Street there. So you got grandparents who live in Colorado Springs. Got to visit the museum next time you visit. Please do. Come say hi. John Kissinger, 19 months. Time's fake. Yes. Steam jet for cleaning your boots. Idea. That makes sense. The Class 25s had no air brakes. We just had that discussion. Not as built. Later, yes. Yeah.
Later, when air brakes became a thing.
Not sure if this is going to make objectively too many teeth or what. Let's get a dimension on that. We can make the teeth at least 1/8 by 1/8. That makes some amount of sense, sure. And then can we do...
Some sense is better than no sense.
It's true. This is going to be an utter pain in the ass to get a sketch fillet on, and I don't think I want to deal with it. You work at the coach yard at Holgate. You're a coach cleaner. You transitioned from mechanical to OBS, but you were mechanical for about 2 years. Oh. I used to be Chris Geyer's boss, if he still was at the shop there in charge. So, that's funny, isn't it? Cool. Scale Model Apprentice, Zuma versus Pioneer, who wins? Oh, is Pioneer the... What's Pioneer? I should probably know this off the top of my head. Probably. Keep closing tabs. Uh-oh.
There's your-
Chris got walked off the property a few weeks ago for something. Uh-oh. Well,
Oh, no.
well, maybe I don't know him.
We'll need
I
to
am
confirm
unaffiliated
whether or
with
not-
this man.
Yep. I was his boss for a time. Oh god, Pioneer. Oh, Pioneer's that thing. Mon-Two-Zuma would kick the crap out of this thing. Are you kidding me?
Adhesion? Did they learn how to use and spell adhesion at that
What
point?
a weird fucking choo-choo. Like, I don't need to know the dimensions to know that Mon-Two-Zuma would kick the snot out of Pioneer. Mon-Two-Zuma is ancient, old, and tiny, but she is still 34 years newer than this.
Mon-Two-Zuma had been around for 4 years when that thing was retired.
Thomas Bailey, we missed you at Railfest in Reedley, California last weekend. I was bummed I couldn't go. That was so much fun last year, and it just popped up in my Facebook that it was just today was the end of the weekend last year, so...
I'm gonna be even more bummed when I send him pictures from behind the fucking 2102 here in May.
Yeah, shut up. Yeah, for sure. I guess circular sketch pattern is the trick. We need to find the center of this madness.
That's going to be the fun part.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard to find. If I grab the midpoint of this line and then this guy, give me the midpoint of this guy. Maybe it'll let me do it, maybe it won't. Okay, maybe it's gonna be an utter pain in the ass.
As it sometimes is.
Only sometimes?
A little bit more than sometimes. I was trying to be generous.
Why? It's not generous with you. Turnabout's fair play, especially when it comes to SolidWorks.
Oh god, is the center of that just like way the hell out? Yeah, there it is. It's a lot further out than I thought it was.
It's over there.
Yeah.
So, Mark, I do have a question, or for anybody here in the chat. A thought came to me the other day. With railroads, especially for like the Pennsylvania Railroad, they would have blueprints made up for their locomotives, and they would either make them in-house or at like Juniata, but they would also send them out to places like Baldwin. And I was curious if there was any, I guess, superiority between the two, like, or would Baldwin just go exactly to spec and they would just basically do the same thing but a different builder's plate?
I'm sure that there were lots of fun discussions back and forth.
Yep.
But typically, I mean, somebody would have sticking points about it, and it was somebody's design, and ultimately they probably would have had the say. And then, yeah, it was the same thing, different builder's plate. Paging antimatter, she would know more, because particularly, like, Penzi locomotives, Penzi designs built by Baldwin were almost identical from what I can recall, but, yeah.
I was genuinely unsure about that case, because, I mean, it's kind of similar with how we do things, because at Juniata nowadays, like, we will build-ish. We'll do the rebuilds there, but what will happen is GE will just kind of send us the parts. It's kind of like an assembly your own locomotive type deal. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I didn't know if it was something similar in that case for building steam locomotives, because diesel locomotives, you just kind of slap the bits together and that's about it. Sometimes.
Oh, Lord. Alright, that's behaving a little bit more. We don't want to do...
I sent Bandan down a very sad rabbit hole of realizing just how close the track centers are.
Yeah.
It's a yard, Bandan. They don't care about safety, don't you know? Oh, don't do that. Don't change that to... Oh, fucking... You would do that. SolidWorks. Circular pattern. We're not patterning that. We're starting there. Okay. And we're gonna go... some whatever. We're gonna grab our little teethy guys. Ka-tunk, ka-tunk, ka-tunk. We're gonna go the other way. Oh, that's the spacing intervals. 10 degrees.
Spacing interval.
2 degrees almost works. It's not like this is super critical.
I mean, it's gonna get over time. It's gonna get a little bit of play in it anyway.
Right. Oh. I guess it depends on how many teeth they get. That's almost right.
Pretty close.
Care a lot more exactly about how this lines up when we go to water jet or have this burnt out.
Yeah, however you get it made.
Laser cut probably.
There you go.
That looks good. Mike Squires, Penzi was the standard railroad of their own delusion, changed my mind. Not wrong. I won't change it. No, the Penzi's cool. I like the Penzi, but yeah, they were the standard railroad of their own bullshit. Yeah. Jordan Freeman, you know me that I'm aware of the cat Dirt, but am I aware of the Japanese station master cat Tama? No, that's delightful.
I've heard story of a station cat in Japan, and it's a very wholesome story.
It sounds very wholesome Japanese lore.
They tried to fire her, and like everybody got up in arms, and so they like left her there.
Maybe I heard that. That sounds familiar to what I've heard. Oh my god, don't click the wrong sketch contour. It breaks the SolidWorks. Don't do it.
How dare you break the SolidWorks?
We're playing a CAD version of Knifey Spoony right now.
It breaks the SolidWorks again, or it gets the hose again.
Hopefully this doesn't look like shit when I'm done. It might. No, actually, that actually looks like the thing. Oh,
Good.
To quote my friends from Maine, oh.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's just what Jersey thinks those people on the New Haven talk like.
Well, probably.
But can we prove him wrong? That's the problem.
Speaking of your
Railroad
friend
battle
Maine,
axe, pretty much. You know that part of me really wanted to do that because most of the things on the model are not like super fine, smaller detail like that. So seeing something that's like mechanically like, oh yeah, that's kind of neat. And now we're gonna have to make the squeeze and the squeeze and the linkage and the thing and the stuff.
Please.
Yeah, we'll work on that next. In the immortal words of Wings and Strings, I must horse like a piss race. So, entertain the folks. I'll be right back.
Oh, no, entertain the people? Oh no.
I can't do that. I don't even know why the fuck you people think I'm funny.
Entertain the people. Bandit,
Oh.
you're good at that. I nominate you.
Hold on, wait. So a snake walks into a bar. Bartender looks up and says, "How?"
I was about to ask how.
You know, the worst part is you were all like, walks in, and I was just like, he did not.
I was gonna ask how. I was literally gonna ask how.
Yeah. Well, did you hear about the little kid that decided to bring a ladder to kindergarten?
Oh no.
She thought she was going to high school.
I don't.
Lime that man.
Pair of jumper cables walks into a bar. Bartender says to them, "Now y'all don't start anything now, you hear?"
Two antennas met on a roof, fell in love, and got married. I heard the ceremony wasn't much, but the reception was incredible.
I'm still getting over Corey's. Corey, why? Why, Corey? Why? Why you do this, Corey?
You missed the joke that I did last time.
This should be the one with...
I've heard that if you talk to cows, they produce more milk. Apparently it goes in one ear and out the other.
Oh boy.
What's brown and sticky?
A steak.
Man, we're really trying to branch out here, aren't we?
What's red and hurts your teeth? A brick.
I don't know if we can build anything off that one.
Oh, what's
And now the chat is just limes. Of course it is.
We deserve it though, don't we?
Yeah. Maybe we ought to invest in an orchard.
Might help. Might help.
Oh, here it is. There should be a map in here somewhere.
I come back, and the chat is full of limes. And I forgot that I left Bandan in here unattended.
With Corey.
Nope.
with
Corey.
Corey.
Some of them are me.
I did sit down and I heard what's red and hurts your teeth, a brick. What's brown and rhymes with Snoop?
Oop.
Dr. Dre.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
That
Favorite stupid Reddit jokes that live in my head rent free for no goddamn reason. It's fine. Anyway, I see 94 Chevy Z71 sprinkling memberships in here. Friendly reminder, we did learn that the birds are fixed. There was only a handful of people in here when we had the first set, so like, you know, just saying. You know, if anyone wants to startle me at any point during this stream, that's a great way to do it. And catch me outside. Thank you, Heist, for introducing me to Deer Valley. Bought it 3 weeks ago, and you've got 154 hours so far. Damn, you've been playing the shit out of that. That's awesome.
Have you done anything else for those 3 weeks?
Apparently not, because you've got like 110 less hours than I do, and I've played it since 2019, and you've seen how many videos I've done on it. I cannot believe like how few hours I have in that game. 268 and a half hours, and has played it as long as I have. For context, and part of the reason why the Railroader turned into a bit of a shit show, I have more hours in Railroader already. 289 and a half. So
I'm fixing it.
You are very much so, my friend. Very appreciate that. So
I do almost have a like a full list of annulled jobs too, and what got replaced. I will also get you the thing you asked for whenever I finish getting everything lined up.
no sweat. Very much appreciate you.
You fucking better.
94 Chevy, what's the difference between a Hollywood love scene and a porno? The camera angles.
So funny. You know, it's funny you say that because shortly after East Palestine, the superintendent of Conway Terminal went into East Palestine and got busted for prostitution. And somebody's just like, well, you know, if you just bring a camera with you, you can just write it off as pornography instead.
Christ.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway. Corey Gibson, does anyone know what oyings are? People keep telling me that I'm an oying, but I don't know what it means. Yeah, that tracks.
I think it's like some sort of relative to an orange.
I think so. Admiral Fraser, funnily enough, ES&DT got you into Railroader. It is a fun game. It's just become a little stale. Person 723, you have 1,574 hours in BeamNG Drive. Can't remember when you got it. Yeehaw. Camilo Santiago, shout out to Leighton for helping me navigate and understand Denver's downtown transit system. Can't wait to fly out in April for the Rocky Mountain Train Show. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Shout out to Leighton for those fantastic commercials and sticking to the bit. I love
This
them.
dude. Yeah, Leighton full sent to the bit on all those. Yeah.
It's cold out. How can you tell? Women's intuition?
Oh, I love my friends. Okay, we need a slot and a pin. And the bar we need, and we also need our little clampy guys. We're gonna make two very wee little parts. One of which I should probably just duplicate this so I can get the teeth pattern immediately afterwards. Yeah, I'll do that. And duplicating parts in SolidWorks is a fucking mistake, so we'll do it from over here. All right.
Oh, wow.
All the DMs, always, every time I stream. Admiral Fraser, you're watching the collab series with Con. It's getting you interested in Railroads Online as well. Railroads Online, I mean, it's fun for a time, and it's definitely still a bit of a buggy mess, and I think, it doesn't sound like there's any further dev that's going to happen. Shrug. People keep sending me all of the stuff about it, and I'm like, okay, whatever. That was very fun for what we played with it, and it was so much fun to play with Con, but we had a good time with that, and we're just waiting on something else. Screams. It's fine. Anyway.
Hey, someday that something else will be done. That's
It
the
will
plan.
be done, eventually. One of these days. I'm going to be working on that tonight, probably late. Let's see. Gotta navigate to a folder. I've got too many folders, and it's hard to stare when there's a studio light aimed at my face. Let's see. I think I just put all the shit in the cab. This guy is the throttle rod. Yep, and we'll just copy pasta, throttle, squeeze, teeth. And the DJ Adventures, thanks for upgrading your membership to ES&D Fireman. There's all kinds of good content out there for Fireman tier, so go check that out. I need to film some more of that this year.
Film more of that. It's like you have a trip coming up that maybe you could get extra behind the scenes.
Lordy, yeah, it's gonna be a fun time filming all this stuff for the upcoming adventure here.
That sounds like a job for Rex Anger.
It certainly might be. I'm gonna hand that man a camera. We're gonna see what happens. He's been the biggest damn help, really, for that whole trip. So it's been immensely appreciated.
Crikey.
Do I just do the Brett thing and just make a box and just kill that and use the sketch?
Yes.
Midland said yes. Why not?
Well, I've learned that if you don't do it the Brett way, he'll just say that you should have done it the Brett way to begin with.
Well, he's got a lot more CAD experience than me, and it now is his job, so.
Would that make it the Brett and Butter way?
Da-dum.
I'll see
Jackson
myself.
Wages would love to see more joint content. Me too. And Con and I talk still, and we... The resulting model is empty. Yeah, what if that's what we want? Butthead?
I'm sorry, this is the wrong kind of channel. We don't do joint content here. You might find a more 420 friendly thing here somewhere.
Mm-hmm. No, well, details. Okay, so I can't do that. I guess I can just delete all of the extrusions, and then it should just. Oh no! Don't do that! Don't do that!
Don't do that, or
I
that,
just-
or that.
I guess I could just hide. Can I hide the stuff? Oh yeah, we could just hide the whole body, and then there'll just be a throttle rod living inside this. Oh, 94 Chevy, nice finger heist. Pull it and see what happens. Nothing yet, because there's nothing in the dome, and we decided to work on the squeezy bit today. So we're working on the squeezy bit.
So wait, have you drawn straws yet to see who has to fit in the boiler to get the throttle body out?
Well, that's the neat part. You don't. The dome is flanged at the bottom, so the whole dome comes off, and the throttle will be standing proud.
Okay.
Which we're gonna. I was mulling around that earlier on how we want to do that. We're gonna have to probably build some kind of braced weldment to hold it, but it's gonna get interesting. Anyway,
It'll be a time.
it will in fact be a time. Well, squeezy probably engages 4 teeth at a time. I guess I could look at how thick the throttle rod is. And I'm going to have to modify the throttle, or the throttle bar. I'm going to have to modify it anyway, so. Vaguely where the squeezy is happening. Yeah, we can get that dimension at the 1.5 there. So the squeezy is probably like 1 inch. Tracks. So we want something that's, you know. We want to do a sketch. Oh, we didn't get the exterior guy. We can mirror him real fast. And we're basically just gonna make a box that's about most of 1 inch wide. Because that'd be 1.1/16. I don't think it's 1.25 inches. Yeah, we'll just go. There's Phil. And it probably then comes up, and it'd be a box. Although it's an angled box, so we're gonna have to.
Oh no, the dreaded angled box.
Pretty much. Equal. Oh, really? That's what equal does? How about collinear? Oh, it doesn't want to do that. You made me a box. Fine. Fine, I will manually make the box.
Due to great frustration.
Why are you trying to make something on an angle? Because I hate you, SolidWorks. That's why. Yeah, 2 inch.
Maybe like
Just make it 1 inch wide. Oh, don't you move those fucking teeth when you do that, you bitch.
like this is what you want, right?
We're gonna... Well, I guess the teeth...
No, and I don't know who told you I did, and they were wrong.
Annoying. Jordan Freeman, did I watch the first episode of Jet Lag, the game with Tom Scott? No, I've not done that yet. I need to. Thank you for the reminder. Let's see. What has Heist been up to? 3 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 11 hours, 11 and a half hours of work on the game yesterday. I'm not going to do that math. It's going to make me depressed.
Yes, but just think about it. Eventually, it'll all be worth it.
Yes. It's a lot of work, but it's super fun. It is cool, but it's not something where you can. Sometimes you can mindlessly watch something, but
Sometimes.
Usually not so much. All right, then we make the little teeths. We make sure that it selects all of the damn regions. Or maybe we'll just trim those. Give him a wee little trim. Actually, yeah, we can just blitz through that shit, can't we? And that'll give us a little clearance, and that'll be nice. Cool. Smiddle, upgrading your membership to ES&D Engineer. Thank you, my friend. Very much appreciate that. It's the channel members that make it so that I can do this stuff and be able to go experience what I get to experience. The Australia trip would not be happening without everything that you guys do, so. Okay, so we need to extrude this 0.375, and then we'll put a cute little profile on it afterwards.
Fancify it.
Yeah. Try and make it pretty. Oh god, can I not have it that way though, SolidWorks?
But you want it this way, right?
I want it normal to the face, but oriented like my picture. Yeah, because Glenbrook's, I'm just kind of mirroring Glenbrook's a little bit.
Makes sense.
Because, again, Midland, I don't know if you watched all of last stream or not, but we learned that Mon-Two-Zuma didn't have a quadrant. She had
Really?
she had a little stopper that you could tighten down like a locking dog.
Okay.
It's apparently a common early thing, and all of us collectively went, you know what? We could, but we could not.
I vote the could not.
So.
I very much vote the could not.
It's cool. Jordan Freeman, tomorrow episode 2 releases. Okay, well. Speaking of what, I am going to take, don't worry, I know there's so many of you who are so kind and you're like, Heist, don't just work. And I'm like, but I want to because I just copy my dad a little bit sometimes. It's fine. It's genetic or something. And my granddad. Both sides of the family workaholics, but my sister and I are going to be watching the next couple episodes of Invincible after stream. Season 3's out, dude. Did you not know?
I didn't. No.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I've heard several good things about this season so far.
Season 3's out. I've watched the first 2 episodes. My sister and I watch it. It's one of the few ways I get to hang out with her these days. So, but it's fun. It's a great show. Yeah, it's fully out. It's this Pyro Train thing. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was. I think it was last week or something that the last of it came out. So
I'll have to make sure I catch up on that then.
Yeah, it's been really enjoyable so far.
I've been out of the loop on that. I need to get back in the loop.
So this thing must have. This thing must have the pins built into it. Well, at least the one pin. Because when you squeeze the throttle squeeze, it grabs and pulls this way against a spring that's captured in there, and it unbites the teeth. And I'm not seeing any bolts or any other heads sticking out of that side. That's kind of an obnoxious way to do it, but we could weld a pin through there. And those are probably 1/2 inch. Oh, Rex is here. We were talking shit about you earlier, and by talking shit, I mean praising you. Working hard or hardly working, it depends.
It depends.
Yes.
Yeah. This is allegedly work right now. This is interesting work.
I mean, this is providing funding for your continued
Existence.
existence.
It's very true. Did I mention that birds are working again? Anyway. Now, maybe that's not... Oh. That didn't take long. And every time, I almost want to turn the volume up some more. Because it is surprising, but it could be more surprising.
It could be more surprising.
These might be 3/8. Half looks a little stout.
Yeah.
Yes.
That looks better.
From Quirt Fred, gifting 50 heist memberships. Oh my god, I'm just very pleased that they fixed that, because that was quite the frustration for a long time on my end. I tried a lot of stuff, and then randomly there was an update, and it just worked. So.
Yay, random update.
Rex Hanger. Well, Rex broken now. Nothing, mate. We're just giving you a hard time. I was appreciating your assistance in all of the things for something that starts in 3 weeks.
Oh,
3 weeks to the day I get on a plane. So,
oh boy.
yeah.
Oh boy.
You'll have to let me know when they flip it upside down.
Yeah, I'm going to study that if I'm not asleep. They might pull a fast one on me. 94 Chevy, which will come first, Zuma or COS, not GTA 6. I will bet lots of money that COS will come before Mon-Two-Zuma.
I sure hope so.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works, because Mon-Two-Zuma's I don't think Mon-Two-Zuma's even 5 years away, like, from being a thing that exists fully done, ready to go. Is it 10 years away? It's probably less than that, but
COS is the
5 and
job,
10.
Mon-Two-Zuma is
5.
the hobby.
yeah, that's also true. All right, well, there's a little guy right there.
Right there. And as that little guy takes shape, I must bid everyone adieu.
I know.
Have a good
Okay.
stream.
Bye, Midland. It's good to chat with you.
Good to chat with you.
Yeah, I gotta bounce too, so I'll see y'all later.
Roger that. Take it easy.
And there were 3.
Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Insert components. We'll get our squeezy boy. That's going to be interesting to start setting up mates of that. Where did he go? Is that what I'm hearing? Oh, that's real fucking annoying. 1 second. I'm getting these weird little, like, pulses of bass in my headphones, and it's my microphone slowly drifting looser, ticking down, and I'm like, it's probably not audible on stream, but goddamn, what an annoying little thing. I'm like, am I having a stroke? Is that my blood pressure going to infinity, or is there bass coming through my headphones? It's fine. Again, where you go, little part? SolidWorks put it somewhere stupid and I can't see it. So we'll just put a new one in. Make it easier. Molden House, coming to Denver for a few days around next weekend. Which days would I be at the museum? Also, would you recommend one Denver enterprise over another? Like a rental car place? I've never rented a car in Denver. So, shrug. But enterprise is usually pretty good. A few days around next weekend. You think of the 29th and the 30th? I've been I would say I'm typically doing Friday, Saturdays these times, but I've been so busy in advance of the Australia trip, I haven't actually been to the museum in a couple weeks. Shoot me an email, shoot me a DM, and I'll chat with you about it, kind of as things get closer. 'Cause it'd be great to meet you. You're always on streams. I see Matt's joined us. The CRRM is in chat. That's funny.
Don't look now, the boss is watching.
Matt's not my boss. Matt's a good friend. Matt's a fellow Invincible enjoyer. Though he was hip to it before it was a TV show, so. Oh my god, Matt. Oh, fuck. You asked about this so many times, and you asked me at least twice, and I completely spaced it. Let me do that right now. Museum did release a new Big Train tour, and it's about the HO Scale Model Railroad Club in the basement at the museum, which is a freaking awesome club. And Matt asked me several times to make a YouTube post about it, and I was like, yeah, because I'm always here to help promote museum stuff. Whoops.
Hi there, Birdman. Would you like some crackers?
Oh god. I was like, who the fuck is that? Oh, it's Jason Subchinski. Hi, Jason.
Hello.
I sure do like your beak. It's nice and majestic.
Oh, got some popsicles down in the basement. It's fine.
Exactly. Oh, wait. There's video options.
Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
My phone has been stolen, huh?
Uh-oh.
275-gallon ag tote. 3 sump pumps. Water flowing in from both.
I have to be able to look at your video, though, Jason, real fast. Hang on. Okay, we're pulling Jason up on live from Kentucky Steam Heritage. What you guys doing?
Acid washing the boiler of the 2425.
The 2420. Oh, that's that engine that you recently brought there.
Two-line thing.
Yeah.
So I have water running into an ag tote from both blowdowns. 3 sump pumps feeding 3 garden hoses. They go up into the dome. One of them goes in, splits, PVC all the way to the back head. Another one goes in, splits, PVC to about a third of the way down the firebox. The other one goes in, splits, the PVC about a foot behind the rear tube sheet, all of which have elbows.
That's the front tube sheet, you loser.
On them.
Yeah, it is.
What did I say?
You said the rear tube sheet.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Hi, my name is Jason. That is back, that is front, this is up, and that's down.
Oh,
How
Jesus.
often do you have to do that? Just during rebuilds, or?
Yeah, so this is... I'm curious about this. I mean, I could understand several metallurgical reasons why you do this, particularly if it's like a scaled up shitty pile of garbage that's never been taken apart. That's my guess, because I've never heard of this being done, but I've also never really started one of these from this deep before, so.
Well, I have props. Do.
We interrupt this broadcast for this Steam guy. That steam guy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hijack.
Oh, you're totally fine. We always learn something from you. Holy Jesus God balls!
These
Ah! No, Jason! No! Say less! Oh my god! What a clapped out piece of shit!
Yes. And then, but wait, there's more. This is a 55-gallon drum that's 2/3 full with scale that we got out from around the firebox.
Ew.
Mega ew.
That's
Do you think that should build up
that's
from the water
that's
in
a
general,
lot of
or-
scale.
Well, yeah, so of course, who knows what water treatment, if any, the Sioux line was running. The thing was stationed in Enderlin, North Dakota. I can attest to the fact that the water's really hard there, at least it is nowadays, right?
Right.
So, probably really shit water treatment, and, there's a Nick.
Hi, Mr.
And,
Harvey.
But there's so many things I could say, but I don't know any of you well enough. But,
You are being watched live by 252 people that will judge you, so be careful.
well, judge away! I don't care. Have you seen my Facebook page? Come on, like I care. Anyway, though, so yes, scale deposits. Yes, this is all just stuff left behind from shit water and/or shit water treatment. I mean, look at this one chunk that came from.
That is
somewhere.
thick with at least 5 C's.
Yes, without a doubt. So now, I did this also on the 2716, which ran in preservation, obviously. For those that are unaware, since there's an audience, which I did not know before I hijack things.
It's fine.
Eek. The 2716, 1943, Alco built, C&O Kanawha.
Super
We had
modern
some roof
kick-ass.
damage in the. Yeah. It's got all the things. And it's going to be even
she's
better
naked.
once
Put
it's
her clothes back
operating.
on.
What?
I said, she's naked. Put her clothes back on.
She's all cold. Look at look at all the goosebumps just popping up everywhere.
God damn it. So, how much scale did you get out of the 16?
A substantial amount. It only had about a hard 1/8 inch, solid that is,
Sure.
1/8 inch of scale on everything, and it took it down to where the metal was about 50% bare, and what was not bare was only the hardest of the hard, red scale that just was still adhered to the sheet.
Sure.
And so this is something that I recently discovered, and I can at some point send you photos and stuff because I'm sure you'd be interested.
Naturally.
They were doing boiler descaling, acidic washing of boilers on an annual basis in Russia in the 50s.
Huh.
Bill, it's very good. Sorry, the Privyet caught me off guard. I was not expecting to hear somebody say something in Russian. But they were doing this to the point where they had permanent...
I just said DOS.
DOS, yes. They had connection points permanently installed, welded into the barrels and the fireboxes and whatever.
To attach stuff in. That's well, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it's not going to hurt the steel really comparatively. So
Yep. And when I first decided I was going to do this with the 2716, when I first decided to do it, it was when I looked inside the boiler and saw how scaled up everything was, and I'm like, that is going to be a monumental clusterfuck and unnecessary amounts of effort trying to pull the tubes out with cumulatively 1/4 of an inch of scale on the diameter,
right.
So I have books. I've read books. It's a thing you do with books. And, acid washing of boilers has been a thing in the commercial steam generation world since the 1920s. We never adopted it in this country in the railroad world. Except Vapor Clarkston steam generators. For those that don't know, steam went away or was going away, diesels come on the scene, passenger cars had steam heat, some had steam air conditioning, and so you needed a source of steam. So, little known fact, Abner Doble of the Doble Automobile Company. Doble steam cars. If you've never seen them, Google it, YouTube it. It's amazing. They are amazing. He was contracted by the Vapor Company, I think it was at the time, to design a boiler plant to go into diesel locomotives. So he was like, yep, I got just the idea. So he scaled up the boiler and all of the operating systems. Every single thing you see in a steam generator is a bigger version of what he designed and built for Doble steam cars.
Huh.
Which is wicked, right?
That's neat.
It really is. It was a happenstantial discovery, but true. So anyway, with Vapor Clarkston steam generators, you, on a monthly basis, do an acid wash to descale the boiler. There you go.
Wow.
So
Makes
that's
sense.
and it's the only place where railroads ever adopted it. So anyway.
Huh. So
Questions,
Jason, I just have to tell you a comparable thing because I saw your 55-gallon bucket, and I want to watch your face die inside. So and Hovey's too. So there's a certain little engine that we have that's presently in Durango getting rebuilt, right? Very old, cute engine, very sweet. We love her very much. 346.
Triggered by a certain song.
Yep. And she got rebuilt by Strasbourg, right? And they put a belly patch in and all the stuff. In about 2006, she came back to the museum. First fire was 2007, time, detail, whatever. And, not to throw the museum under the bus, we're much better these days, of course. But there was no water treatment program for the first, 7-8 years that she'd been fired. We put her on the stuff the Grand had been using, which is Nalco, which we ended up moving away from because the chemistry of it's changed and it's crap these days for a locomotive boiler. But the first boiler wash after we ran it with Nalco for a little bit, I was there for. It was one of the first washes I ever did, and we pulled, I believe it was 8 5-gallon buckets of scale out of that barrel.
That's not a big engine.
No, it's not even 4 feet in diameter. The barrel, it can't be.
No, that would be like pulling 5 55-gallon drums of scale out of this thing.
Yeah. So turns out, treat your fucking water.
Yeah.
So these days, it's amazing. We've got a water softener in the tower, and Bill. I wish I could remember his last name. He's a great dude.
Bill Bondi?
Is he the guy who does the water treatment for the 4014?
Yep.
Yes.
LSB 4000 Boiler Saver, the best boiler chemical available for steam chews.
That is what we use these days. And he looks at our water and he's like, yeah, my target for when we're out on the road with the 4014 is what your water tower now has. Nice. So we're sitting pretty there, and with the LSB 4, I mean it's been such a great improvement. It's been fantastic, and someday, certain lard ass of a choo-choo we have will eventually be rid of all of her belly scale that's been in there since the whenever. It's fine.
Is that the one that stole the tender that's not actually hers?
Yeah. Well, it's the railroad. It's fine. But neat.
And I'm so glad you guys got into LSB. It's starting to die down now, but thanks to prominent people of the past, LSB had a really bad rap that was completely unwarranted. Sure. I have had nothing but amazing results, and the neat thing about it is it's so stupid simple. Even I can use it.
Right. Why is it 4,000? 4 ounces per 1,000 gallons. Well, bam.
Yep. If you have really shit water, like I was, I cleaned the New Hope and Ivyland 40, medium small 280 up in New Hope, Pennsylvania. It was ungodly scaled up. We're talking like 3/16 of an inch on the crown sheet, 1/4 of an inch of scale on the barrel. Tubes were 1/8 to 3/16. But the water was actually so good, despite all that, I put the boiler into cleaning mode with only 2 ounces per 1,000. Surprisingly.
Damn.
It's magic. It really
It's great chemical. I mean, it came from the nuclear subworld, basically from the Navy.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's obviously it
Navy,
works
dude.
in steam things, and I mean, steam isn't always steam, but thing that makes steam, a lot of the stuff that applies does apply.
Yeah.
At least in this case.
So what are you gonna do with all that driveway gravel?
What was the whole thing?
What are you gonna do with all the driveway gravel, aka the bucket of scale you have?
Well, I thought I might, get some cement.
Jar it up
Not
and sell
concrete,
it.
mind you. Shit, that's a better idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say get some cement, mix it up, and try my hand at like modern sculpture art. But I like your idea better because it'll make more money.
People will buy it, Jason.
Malice.
I watched several of I love you, my friends, but my foamy friends buy cinders from EBT-16 from the first fire.
Yeah.
It works.
Yep.
The last
Yeah.
historic Sioux Line boiler scale. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Writes itself. But anyway.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
We
Well,
should let Mark get back.
yeah,
to
the
doing
hit show. I looked at the screen and I'm like, oh, there's like 5 people. So I'm like, well, let me burst right in here.
5 people in Discord and 269 presently on YouTube watching, and
nice. Okay.
several people are asking us to start a podcast, Jason. I'm just saying. So
Please, let's do this. Let's
Be
do
fun.
this.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yes, dude. Because A, you're fun. B, well, people tell me I'm fun. I won't say that about
You're
myself.
funny.
We're looking. Jinx. Give me a
I'll
Mountain Dew.
support that.
Looking.
I think you're fun, all right.
Thank you. But like sweetie, we've got good chemistry.
it would work. It would be,
It would.
hey, I ask you a question about something esoteric that I want to learn about, and then I dumb it down for the rest of the audience afterwards, kind of thing, probably.
Sure. And I'll
or not, he is capable of doing the same thing.
but well,
May not seem like it.
hear me out here.
I used to be worse. I used to be a lot worse. We still call him Sheldon, but it's out of a place of love.
It's fine. He's autistic for
For as much
train.
as anybody could love Sheldon.
That's fine.
Well, I mean,
Yeah. You know how it goes.
All right.
Well, thanks for interrupting this broadcast. We very much appreciate it, and we're gonna get back to Mon-Two-Zuma things. So, cheers,
By the
Jason.
way, I'm gonna get a quote on the barrel for shits and giggles.
Dope. 34-inch OD, half-inch, 6. It's more than 6 foot
6 feet
2.
long.
It's 6 foot
Oh.
2 for the length of the tubes. So the barrel, I mean, including where it
7 feet for budget for for
7 feet
whatever.
will be ballpark. Yeah.
Okay, so 34 by 7 feet. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. We love that. Hey, look, that's the thing that just happened. Anyway,
I love that man.
That
He's
was,
so goofy.
oh yeah, Jason's hilarious. Yeah. Anyway, we got a shit ton of top chats to run through now. So let me do that, and then again, another horse piss race will have to occur, and
Most
then
of
we'll get
them
back
being,
to it.
Jason, and you need to start a podcast.
There's at least one I saw, but yeah. Anyway, Maddie Miller, hi, so excited you're coming to my hometown, Canberra. Hope we run into you. Me and a few mates are chasing the picnic train to. Oh God, don't make me say other words. I've learned how to say Canberra a little bit, maybe, or is it Canberra? Sorry, but Bungadore, maybe, and back all day. I'm supposed to be doing some stuff involving the picnic train one of the days that I'm in Canberra. So, yeah, hopefully. And when I have time where I know that I'm like, hey, I'm in this place, when we get a little closer, we will announce like, hey, meet and greet kind of stuff. So, yeah. Steam Power, I'll say it again, podcast to you too, please. It would be a lot of fun for the both of us. Molden House, how the fuck did it even still steam with all that much? Probably didn't steam very well. But, put more coal in the hole. Steam Power, you'll bring another 2 cases of Verners for a podcast. Oh, that's you! I remember you. The Verners delivery vehicle. Very kind human. Yeah, I mean, I would never turn down Verner's. I haven't seen it in stores around here recently, but I think Safeway sometimes has it, but King Soups doesn't, so. Pilot Pegassi, sorry to derail the conversation, but you have a Seattle question. You're at the Grand Hyatt downtown. Any recommendations for dinner? Oh, goodness. Okay. At the Grand Hyatt. I don't know if I've ever stayed there, and I'm a bad downtown Seattle. I was a suburb kid. Let me see where the fuck it is. Oh yeah, that's smack downtown. Oh, you're actually right near where my dad's office is. Not that helps. There's a lot of good stuff towards Pioneer Square. I don't know if Tats is open. TAT, Tats Delicatessen. It's a cheesesteak shop. Oh, no, they closed. They're a little further down. If you take the light rail, though, that you could get there. That's a good spot. I don't know any place like actually proper downtown where you're at. Myself. My favorite spot that was vaguely near that I would go to on the light rail, it was Tacos Chukis. And there was a couple locations. Otherwise...
I heard that if you go to that cheesesteak place and you flash them, they might give you free stuff. You know, tit for tats.
Yeah, there you go. But there's a lot of really good stuff in Pioneer Square if you go a little bit south, and it would take you like one stop on the light rail. But yeah, I'm a bad Seattleite. I didn't spend a ton of time downtown. I'm sure there's something there. So anyway, hopefully that helps. Godspeed. Google's your friend. I wish I could have been better. If there's an Elliott Bay Brewing vaguely near there, Elliott Bay was awesome. They had a couple locations, but two were very suburby. One was kind of downtown adjacent, maybe? Shrug. Anyway. Squidgy354, when I say my water treatment management self just winced unbelievably hard at that. Yeah, I mean, you probably reacted about like the way I did. Yeah. Person 723, where did 491's original tender actually end up? Her original tender? That is a great question. I'm not sure what happened to the one she was made a K37 with. That one might have been scrapped. I'm not sure. Yeah. Because the one that we're recreating, that she ran with most of her career, is behind the 494. Down in Antonito. But that wasn't her original tender. So I'd have to do some research. And then Pilot Pegassi, no worries, thanks for looking. Godspeed, I hope you find a good meal. There's plenty of good stuff around Seattle. I feel like Asian stuff, I know Dozone is fun. They've got all kinds of fun dumpling things. But yeah. Tristan, you really like that pizza joint, but I had opinions. Yeah, that sounds about right. I do have pizza opinions. And with Seattle pizza, unfortunately, there's so much not great company vibes, which is a disappointing thing. But anyway, I'm going to do the horse like a piss race, and I guess pun off Alligamer and Corey Gibson, and I'll say sorry later.
Do you want to be funny,
like the
or do
fun
you want
ultimate
me?
challenge. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said, do you want to be the funny, or do you want me to?
Oh, I said, I guess this is the pun ultimate challenge now, isn't it?
Okay, I'll start. As I get older, I think about all the people that I lost along the way. Maybe that was the reason why I got fired as a prison guard.
How do you raise a child? You lift him up.
What do you call a dog with no legs?
Matt?
It doesn't matter what you call it. It's not coming.
What's white and annoying at dinner? An avalanche.
Always be wary of mimes. They do unspeakable things.
Two men walk into a bar. The third one ducked.
A termite walks into a bar and says, "Is the bartender here?"
What do you call a Mexican on the moon? An astronaut, you asshole!
A truck carrying Vicks Vapor Rub has crashed on the highway. Police say there's no congestion at the scene.
What's worse than overcooked steak? Death.
My parents raised me as an only child. Really pissed off my brother and sister.
What's blue and smells like red paint?
Blue paint.
I'm fucking dumb. That's the one I was trying to remember earlier, and I couldn't fucking remember it. And I was like, oh yeah.
I'm sorry, and I apologize. Normally mean the same thing, except when you're at a funeral.
That's good. What's green and has two wheels?
What?
Grass. I lied about the wheels.
I told my mom to embrace that she should embrace her mistakes. She gave me a hug.
Oh no. A bartender walks into a bar. He is off for work for the night and just wanted to drink.
Hey, Corey.
Yeah.
How do you keep a dumb person curious?
I'll tell you later.
I've heard this one before, Hovey. This isn't my first rodeo.
Just your second, huh?
I sat back down to Corey's one about his mom embracing him and was like, you really were in the Marines, weren't you?
Oh yeah. I grilled a chicken for 2 hours yesterday. It still didn't tell me why it crossed the road.
What happens every 60 What happens every 60 minutes? Generally, an hour passes.
God damn it! I'm glad that chat slimes.
Limes.
I need to hide the cab real fast. Oh, that doesn't get the roof. The roof's a different assembly.
I can't remember what job I was at the one day, but somebody was just like, hey, what's black and white and red all over? And they were all like, oh, you know, penguin with a sunbird. And then somebody's like, no, it's a nun falling down the stairs. I was like, holy shit.
Christ. Tell me you work at a shop. It's fine.
I think I was working at the fucking lumber mill at the time.
Well, it tracks.
Which would make sense.
Is there a way to search through parts and assemblies, SolidWorks? Or is that just too much to ask? I guess I could, because I want to just hide this so I can see all the things. There we go. Okay, so I need to kind of mate this guy in.
That's a good one. I lost my job at the bank on my first day. A woman asked me to check her balance, so I pushed her over.
Christ.
That's a good one, Dylan Brooks.
What if I want you to mate it the other way, SolidWorks? SolidWorks. All right. Hey, there we go. Oh, I shouldn't have made that first one be exactly the way it was. No, it did get it in the position. Oh god, yeah, this part's orientation, or its origin, is all kinds of fucked up, which is why it's behaving real stupid. That's alright. So we're gonna center that kind of vaguely there'sville. Admiral Fraser, I gotta come back to Seattle for a visit sometime. Mount Rainier Scenic Railroad got saved and has been running better than ever now. Oh my god, I do. I was in Seattle 3 or 4 times last year, and it's pretty typical that I visit a couple times a year. Mount Rainier, when I'm visiting and it's like trying to see family and stuff, it's so hard to justify going down. Though I do know that Rowdy and Bethan will be out my way in a couple weeks, and I'm hoping to take them out for some adult beverages and have some conversations. I think that'd be stupid fun.
I'd love to see you and Rowdy get together.
I'm really hoping that we could do some stuff because they're good people. They do good work. You know, I want to see that stuff, and it'd be Rowdy would make the easiest like oil burning 101. Hey, let's do this. Because he's got the presence for it, and he's got the choo-choo, and that'd be awesome.
Speaking of 101 videos, I just remembered, I found you a checklist for helper link stuff that we're supposed to do at the start of every shift.
Oh, kick-ass.
I will see if I can go out, get my MTR on the rulebook, see if I can get it to you at some point. Just gotta remember to do it.
How did we get those? We did not get those radiuses right.
And I will get you a better picture of helper link at some point. That picture I sent you was pretty shitty.
Appreciate it. Did I have the wrong dimensions plumbed in on that the whole damn time? Because that should be tangent with the bar. Oh. Either way, I want to come see Mount Rainier. I volunteered there for a day in 2014. It's been a minute, so be fun to come see what they're up to these days. 94 Chevy, truck loaded with honey, maple syrup, molasses rolled over on the highway. DOT was left in a very sticky situation. Lime that man.
That's the first time I've heard that one.
It's pretty accurate. Okay. Yeah, we need to figure out on the original throttle rod itself. Nope, not end of the line yet. Go away. Do I not have the throttle bar open? Oh, there it is. So our center to center that should set the pivoting action is the important thing, and we must have that wrong. God, SolidWorks is making my computer sound like a jet. Doesn't usually.
Don't feel bad. Railroader makes my laptop sound like that on a regular basis.
Okay, let's see. Those are all fine. I think it's... Where's that the cut extrude that has... No. Which sketch? Sketch 3? No. Sketch 4? Sketch 5? Okay. No, we gave it the same 5-inch. Oh, I need to extrapolate the other end of it out to the other end of the bar, don't I? And then yeah, where is your center? That center's there. Why is this not making sense? Oh, goddamn you. Yes. Go back to
Damn you, He-Man.
normal thingy. Looked up in chat. Spac-Man with the true story of the largest dice roll in history was the semi crashing carrying D6s, spilling 216,000 D6s for an estimated roll of 76,000 points of damage.
But does it hit? That's the real question.
Yeah, did they roll to hit first? If you didn't roll 1d20 before crashing the truck, it doesn't matter. That's funny. Oh, hang on. I guess I shouldn't be trying to mate the teeth perfectly, because... Yeah, okay, I see what's going on. Alright, so if we pivot this whole damn thing to where the, oh no. We can't pivot that. We have to pivot this. Whatever. We'll ballpark it and make it a slot. Okay, with the teeth meshed, we just need to find the center line of the teeth to the hole. Which I guess I could, or to the pin to pin. Center distance is 6.955. And it's not going to be exactly that because it's going to be there. We'll do like 7 inches maybe out on the throttle bar. Dylan Brooks, the man who survived pepper spray and mustard gas, is now a seasoned veteran.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ouch.
Is that Corey? Is that what happened to him?
I'm not a seasoned veteran, but I'm pretty salty about it.
Tracks. And we need to make a slot for a 3/8 bolt. Which is a radius of 3/16. And it doesn't need a shit ton of travel, but not ½ inch might even be too much. But then we extrude the cut through it. Okay, there's that. Panman 491. It's the Navy official policy for gunfights. Send in the Marines. You're gonna start triggering poor Corey over here.
It's fine. According to you, we'll give him a crown. He'll be fine.
I don't know, man. My world was shook when I watched a Navy human eat a crayon right in front of me.
You know how sailors often get called squids?
No, but I'm not super hip to all these things. But it seems reasonable.
Well, you know what a squid is, right?
Like
It floats through the ocean and shits on marine life.
That's good.
Well said. All right. That's pretty good. I need to make a little quick center line on this, make my life a little easier.
No, Puffy. The purple crayons are the best.
I've heard from several that the purple crayon is the best. That seems pretty valid. Oh man, I'm making SolidWorks angry. The what's wrong box is flashing up and up and up and up and up and up. And my part has disappeared. Oh. That makes sense why. I shouldn't have made this coincident. Okay, fine. It smells like Kenosha's playing, for those playing at home. We'll just hide that sketch real fast, and we'll do another quick centerline sketch on this guy. Run from there to there. That'll do what we need. Rex Anchor. You had no inkling that Squid Joke was going to go the way it did. Limes. Penman 4091. Use planes to align the slot with the pin. I mean, that's basically what I'm going to be doing. Just with sketches like a Neanderthal. But yes, they need to be on the same plane, which, it's what I was goofing up. Ghost Train 118. Hey, I see you've been thinking about this for a while, but you wanted your expert opinion on it. Is it possible for a 282 to be rebuilt into a 2442? Everything's possible. Should you do everything? Shrug. You need space for the extra cylinders, all that. Stretch the frame. Just grab the frame stretcher. It's next to the board stretcher. In the wood shop. But, anything's possible. Would it make a lot of sense? No. Doctor and engineer, 20 or 32 months. Corey, come on. We all know us sailors love seafoam green.
No, I'm not a sailor. I'm a Marine.
So the Marines like purple. Sailors like seafoam green. I mean, that tracks. Seems reasonable. Alright, so if I drag this guy till he's like barely in there. Oh wow, 7-inch was not spectacular. How did we goof up this, the arc of that? It must need to pivot around the initial pin and not the dead pin like I thought, like a ding-dong. Uses tangent constraint. I'm being backseat SolidWorks, but, by people who actually know what the fuck's going on. So, thanks. Yes, a tangent constraint.
It
for
will
the...
need...
Right. Yeah.
It will need to go off that first pin. Not the dead pin.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm seeing that, by the way, that the arcs are aligning. But, we try first. fuck around and find out. Figure it out later. Oh, I am so excited in the ways that making this point and this point merge are going to ruin every part of this. You heard me. 0. Is numlock off? Nope. It's not having me put that dimension at 0. That can only end well. It'll let me do that. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I had a feeling that most things would not rebuild properly anymore. Yeah, dead fillets. No, not dead fillets. I knew this was going to be fiddly and annoying. We said that in the poll at the start of the stream. Yeah, this sketch is going to be all kinds of borked now, yeah. There we go. Panman 491, you had 2 model trains clash at the club the other day. You heard Smells Like Kenosha start playing Your Mind before the collision. Yeah, should I be glad? I mean, maybe. That's awesome. Okay, let's get this all back where we were. Smooth edges cannot be deleted. That's not a smooth edge. Oh my Jesus Christ.
What is a smooth brain thought of?
There's 2 itty bitty little cute edges there. It's fine. Whatever. Alright, so now our all our teeth work. All of our teeth work has disappeared. That's fine. It's not like this is frustrating. Does it look like the arc follows at least now? I mean, this guy's not constrained to be in one spot, so... Yeah, so if we'll temporarily mate this part with this part, because we're probably going to have to remake it anyway. Do you know what the word concentric means, SolidWorks? I can't make him coincident.
Your computer's hating life right now.
Yeah, I mean this is a huge assembly to deal with, and so it is definitely using a lot of tractive effort here. Colorado Kid, hey guys, you rewatched my video, or Big Boy Relfaner video, and you wanted some foamer advice. What train radio lingo should I look out for on a scanner? Beats me, honestly, other than like any things about what train's going where. I mean, I've never actually properly been on a crew using radios. I mean, we have radios at the museum, but we don't talk like the big kids do. Well, now the throttle won't move. That tracks. Oh yeah, that was the one that Panman said to not use a coincident for. Which, you know, seems fine. Brian Simpson, hello Heisen team, how you doing? ESD engineer for 24 months. Welcome to being a 2-year member. Thank you so much, Brian. We're, you know, dealing with SolidWorks. So, some amount of smiling. Okay, if we can get the mate on this part and the mate on that line. What was it called? What did he say? Tangent. It won't let me do tangent. What else is new?
That's like an orange, isn't it?
Parallel will probably work though. Alright, that's letting us slide here. Alright. And that, okay. Yes, that's exactly what we needed there. God, that thing's got a lot of travel the way it's set up. I don't know if you'd want that much travel wide open. Well, maybe you would.
Hey, you got to remember, there probably isn't that much travel there. Everything's just so much smaller.
Yeah, it depends on what we put in for the bell crank. Okay, well, the travel of the throttle's right. Now I just need to fix the teeth and then fix the teeth on... I kind of actually have to remake this part, unfortunately. The teeth don't look that they're right anyways. And I'm sitting over here like, I want food. And I'm supposed to watch TV shows with my sister soon.
Then go do that thing.
Yeah.
Who knew that you could do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go do that thing. We're gonna have to fix this. Maybe I'll fix it off camera, he said. But yeah, I'm gonna go take some time for me and my friends.
With all that time you've got, you'll go fix it off camera.
Yeah, something like that. Hey, I don't have a deliverable due for a video game at the end of the month, and I definitely don't have any videos in the can. It's fine. And I definitely don't have a 3-week trip coming up either.
It's okay, Mark. You know the CEO.
I do. I know exactly who to blame in management for this. So yeah, I think we're going to call it there. So thanks so much, everyone. Very much appreciate people. It's so much fun that the birds are back and that we got a couple sets of birds at it today. That brings some joy. We're gonna have to do a fun video game evening stream one of these days. Help celebrate that. But yeah, we're gonna go jump off here. So, anyways, Steam Power. Last word. Well, so many people have said things after you, unfortunately. So, I think that's gonna be that. Oh God, the buttons have changed because they added a control center. Where's the button? Sorry, Jordan, we'll do guitar next time.
See if I'd have time.
Last